What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Jerkmonger Show, live with friends. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, kids. Welcome one, welcome all to the Jerkmonger Show, coming at you live from Tampa, Florida. I am your humble of humblest hostess fruit pies. I'm your humble host, the Jerkmonger, Elliot Fernandez, and I want to welcome you all to my show. I don't think anybody's in my channel yet, but that's okay. I'm really trying to just get this thing rolling, and hopefully, these deep voice here, hopefully you guys will enjoy it and hang on. Rodwell, you are the first. You get the big no prize for being the first one in the chat and the first one on my screen. So thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much, man. I know there's some other people doing things today, but today I'm going to do my thing. Today I'm doing my thing. All right, so I'm kind of still in the middle of testing out my setup here. I've got a lot of people live streaming all at once. Yeah, I know. But hopefully I'll provide some content that you'll dig. I have just been joined. Hold on, I think I don't have my headphones on.
Get them on, bro. Hold on, I need to open up YouTube. Okay. All right, there we go. Can you hear me, people of America, across the world in the USA? Hold hands. Hey, good evening, Cam. How are you? Rodwell Stevens, how are you tonight? Hopefully everything's good for you.
Oh, I think I know what's wrong.
Okay. Elliot's fixing his technical difficulty as I am here drawing something.
All right, I fixed it. You're
It's
now
all fixed.
You're sounding off now just in my headphones. So I don't know. I did something wrong there. I think what I meant to do was the microphone. I think I want to do it from. How do I sound to you? Do I sound okay right now?
Sounds fine.
And what if I do this? I'm gonna do this. Okay. How do I sound now?
You sound slightly better, I guess.
Slightly better?
Well, sound like you're now more in an echo chamber. You're not echoing so much. You're just more hollowed out.
Oh, so maybe I should go back to the other one.
I mean, I think either way, people can hear you just fine. Let's ask the audience. Rodwell, Cam, and the other two individuals that are watching but not participating in chat.
I think that's us. Are you watching the chat? I think that's
actually,
us.
It's a good point. So I can clearly hear you fine then. I am that other person.
Echo chamber like anti-CG.
Cam jumping in.
Cam shut me down. Hold on.
Shut me down.
I'm gonna change my microphone back to. All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine, sir.
Nice. They said everyone's enjoying your grenades. That sounds naughty. It sounds nutty.
I'll catch a grenade for you.
All right, so we're doing our regular show. Again, I'm still testing out my equipment, guys. I'm still building out, elements that I want to try to figure out here. I'll be getting my little microphone tomorrow, which will hopefully improve my sound quality. It won't do anything for my singing, which is fine.
That's true. So true.
Yeah, but it should improve my sound quality when I speak. And then when I speak, you're gonna be like, "Oh snap! Elliot's got something to say." But whatever.
So they weren't saying that before.
Publishing, huh?
They weren't saying that before.
No.
They're like his mic quality's so. I just came here for the hand moving the pencil.
It's true, sucker. That's right, brother.
Yep. So welcome to the Jerkmonger Show. It's like a reality show, but you don't get to see us.
I want to do a little jingle. Welcome to the Jerkmonger Show. Done. Something like that.
You gotta do more 80s style.
Well, I'm an 80s kid.
But I mean more you have to do a more of an 80s like sitcom type of thing, you know?
Oh, I see. Let's see. How about
How would that
welcome
go?
to the Jerkmonger Show? Or
That's the same thing you just did. People didn't come here for this crap. They came here because they want to hear good jingles and theme songs to the Jerkmonger Show.
hey,
You know.
Half-Ass just said, bust up the Casio keyboard. Ha!
Right?
Yes.
Right.
Cam said, being part of the Jerk Nation just comes so naturally. I know, man. So anyway, listen, I'm gonna be working on some stuff tonight. I'm gonna drag you guys over. So I'm gonna set my camera on, share screens. I'm gonna basically share my Cintiq screen because I am kind of I'm in the middle of building out some artwork. I was doing this earlier. This was silly. I go back and ink some more. Hope we can make it better, but it's not going to work. I'm not going to be inking anything. I'm going to be doing pencil drawings here in Photoshop to try to create some content that I might be able to use. Just the foundations for some new black and reds, and I'll be inking those in a different time, perhaps on a pre-recorded video. But for right now, the goal here is to bang out. I want to do a black and red Doctor Strange.
Oh.
What do you think about that?
I mean, let's see what the audience thinks. Audience.
Well,
I mean,
okay, audience, let's do a straw poll. And by straw poll, I mean I'm just going to say some stuff, and you're going to say yes or no. It's either going to be Doctor Strange,
or Stephen Strange,
or Stephen Strange, Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's a tough choice.
I know. Well, these are some of my choices. I got Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to create some new product. I got to make some money, man. This month is getting difficult. So I'm going to do Doctor Strange. I'm going to do a Ghost Rider, perhaps.
Okay.
I'm even thinking about doing a black and red Bruce Lee.
Oh.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. But I'm not going to do that here. I need some more reference. It's going to take me a little more concentration.
Oh.
Because it doesn't make any sense of drawing him, you know. Also, in the movies this year, we have Shazam. So I can do a new Shazam. There's Captain Marvel.
Ooh, your favorite?
My favorite.
Dr. Estrano for the win, says Rodwell Stevens.
Yes, but if I did if I did Captain Marvel, I would be a little bit naughty with it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it like a pinup style. I don't care. I'm not trying. I don't look.
I don't know.
Should I get into this right now? Should I not?
I don't know. I mean, think about this real quick. I mean, these people that came for your show, they haven't signed off on anything like that.
You know, that's what I'm saying. They're not signed. They're not ready. They're not ready for my commentary. But I'm going to tell you, it's not good. It's not good. But I have a whole list here. Andy and I put together a nice list. I have a lot of things to work on.
Oh man, that is crazy talk.
What's that? J. Scott Campbell did some nice covers. Hey guys, by the way, if you don't know yet, I'm gonna do my I do a pretty good. I think I do a pretty good. What's his
Chris
name?
Walken?
Yeah, I think. By the way, you know, if you like, I would not mind it if you paid the Jerkmonger a super chat or two to help him get his numbers up. You know, if you like. We'll see. Anyway, so Zatanna was another one. Catwoman. I'm also preparing to like build up stuff to put into a black and red book. I want to do a volume 2.
Oh, yeah.
This year as well. Yeah. So, you know.
Did you say Zatanna or do you say Danny Tanner?
Danny Tanner.
Okay, good. I think you should draw the Full House cast. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not the Full House cast, but the Fuller House cast.
Oh,
Oof,
yes, even
she,
better.
I, 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 I really enjoy her.
You talking about the main? Now she's the
Yeah,
mother, like runs the
yeah.
house.
Holy moly, she's
Candice.
Candace.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
smoking. She is smoking.
I forgot her last name. Let's.
And the sister, remember Stephanie? Holy
Yeah,
crap! What happened to
yeah.
her? What happened?
Stephanie. She had a catchphrase. Remember the catchphrase?
How rude!
That's right. That's
How
right.
rude!
Somebody says, "Do Full House, but with superheroes." Somebody, the sister is hotter. I don't do super chats, but I'll send you a little tip to the PayPal. And
Hey,
then somebody, half-ass publishing, we'll show your post. That's fine. She got boobs.
she's got
I'm gonna
boobs.
now check this out. I'm not sure if anybody knows this. This is kind of an inside thing. All women typically come with those.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
We can't say that
yeah.
anymore. Though. We can't say that anymore.
Well, no, it's a fact though. You can say facts.
Can you
You know.
though? Can
Yeah,
you?
of course you can say facts.
I don't know
I'm
about
not
that.
like that guy runs really fast. Well, you know he was born with those legs. Oh, no way. Who's offended by it? You just thought about that today because a buddy of mine that works with me, he's Mexican, and he put a video up of himself, like something that we do. We put up like graphics on store windows, and I
Really?
taught him how to do it, and he's really fast at it now, like really fast. And we videotaped him doing it, recorded on our phones. Who the hell videotape shit? And to show other guys in the company, hey, this is how you put up window graphics, bro. And he kept referring to himself as Speedy Gonzalez.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Right? And then somebody in the chat goes, dude, that's offensive. But everybody, they're joking. They're like being asses about it.
Yeah. I'm
And
offended.
then we thought to ourselves, how is that offensive? He's a Mexican. First of all, how is he Mexican? And he's a rodent. So
You
clearly
know,
he's not Mexican. He's just the guy that absorbed the Mexican culture, and he happens to be fast.
look, is he a Mexican or a
Or a
Mexican?
Mexican. He's a can. He's definitely a Mexican. And he's one. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of interesting, those old cartoons, right? From back in the day, because you can pick something out to be offended about from those old cartoons. I mean, Daffy Duck did blackface, but yet he was, oh no, it was Bugs Bunny, I think, did blackface. There's so many like things
Yeah,
back then where you just like, we didn't care. We didn't give two anything. But nowadays, you can't watch that. Oh, that's kids will be sensitive to that. Kids wouldn't give two shits.
that's true.
You know,
But
that's
you
the
gotta
thing.
say that. You gotta say that so people can feel afraid.
I know, but I just feel like Speedy Gonzalez is the perfect thing to go after, in a sense of, you can show that to a kid, they're gonna be so entertained. It's the parents that are like, oh my god, that's gonna corrupt his mind. Like, no, the kid just sees a fast mouse, that plays the guitar once in a while and has an accent. He doesn't correlate that with him being, that's how Mexicans are. Like, he
Right.
doesn't.
See,
He doesn't correlate the two, because Speedy Gonzalez does not own a lawnmower. Boom, boom, boom. I win.
holy moly. Listen, this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm
I'm
saying.
not gonna lie to you. I ranted that whole time, and in my brain, I was like, "Say lawnmower, say lawnmower." I was like, "No, it's the punchline. Hold on to this for as long as you can, and then say it."
As long as you can. Listen, I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Um, I'm saying what the people say. I'm saying that it's okay. Look, I don't know. No, I can't say that. Listen, don't listen to me. Don't
You
listen to
didn't
me,
say
guys.
anything. You literally
That's
just
it.
said, "Hey, listen to me. This is what I'm gonna say. Listen. I have a real point right here. I have a point. Okay, I take it back." You didn't say anything. I take it back anyway. What I was gonna say was, it's almost like Elliot's playing fill in the blank. Whatever you clearly wanted him to say, just think it to yourself and go, "Oh my god, that's terrible."
Listen. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. Hold on. Let me see.
I'm waiting.
Jose Alicia says old school cartoons are racist as hell and comical. I agree. I agree. And I'm saying what he just said because I just read it. I've heard people of Mexico love Speedy Gonzalez, says Gus Tyler Bush.
I don't see why they wouldn't, though, because that makes sense. Of course, they would love it. That's like an icon for the country. Cultural kids would love that. As you know, a good example. WWF, when it was called that, you guys probably all remember this guy. He used to dress almost like he was Green Lantern. Hurricane Helms. Okay. Oh, my mistake. It was Justin Credible was his name. But for 1 year, yeah, exactly. For 1 year, he was the Portuguese man of war. That was his character. And he was looked like the Portuguese flag. And I remember when he came out in the Royal Rumble, because my dad used to buy us all those Royal Rumbles. He'd be like, my dad was like, who the hell is that? And he started cheering like he gave a shit all of a sudden about wrestling. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know who that is. But it's just that cultural thing. You know what I mean? Oh, Speedy Gonzalez, he's one of us. You know? And then here in America, oh, he's offensive. It's like, you're not even Mexican. Why are you offended? Because my son's going to think all Mexicans are rodents. No, he's not. He's not going to think that. Okay? He's just, anyway, welcome to the Jerkmonger show. Let's reset this.
So, listen, guys. Critias, I see you in the chat. You old fool person. I sent you the link, man. So come on in if you'd like. No, man. I think there is definitely something to be said about that. You know, I don't talk a lot about this side of the stuff necessarily, but I do care about this kind of stuff because it. Critias says, "Órale, güey." You know, it's more about the. We're losing quickly the opportunity to communicate, to share, to talk. We're missing out on some of those things that will make us human. You know, whether it's however you may feel about somebody said this the other day. I was listening to a video. Someone said that no matter what you do, no matter what words we take out, no matter what we say, we're gonna end up creating new things regardless. It's gonna create new slang because that's just the way we are as people, civilization, humanity is like that. We people, especially if you're like from you know, like all my friends that are not very wealthy or who don't go to universities or who are more just, you know, more common, you know, blue collar people, we all talk very loosely and freely about a lot of things. It's the separate generation of folks that drive me crazy, that they're imposing these ideas on us, and but it's just becoming challenging when we can't share things. So no matter where you are, I noticed that when we were just talking about this earlier, no matter where you are on the political spectrum, you know, I tend to lean conservative. Other friends of mine are more I want to say liberal. I'm going to say more Democrat than I don't want to say that actually.
Just
anyway, either way,
it's Democrat. Just say it.
No, because some Democrats are not this, and some Republicans are not that.
But that's with everyone. I mean, I can listen. You are Republican.
No, I'm not.
Okay, you're not Republican, but you lean more right than left. I guess is the best way to put it, right?
You just assume that because
but in the I guess you could say, like, if there was a scale, right? You'd be a little more right to the center than you would left, right? And I'd be more left to the center than you. I mean, you and I are enemies. We already come on here to play the part of friends. What you guys don't understand is every Thursday I call Elliot, meet me at the bar, 6 p.m. And we show up, we duke it out in the bar every time. And then people will just see us walk out, just like buddies, like, oh, that was fun. And then let's go podcast it up.
Yeah, you know what? You and I are like the coyote, Wile E. Coyote, and that sheepdog. You know?
Oh yeah.
And we punch in the clock and we show up together, and then we duke it out, and then we're like, all right, see you later, Ralph.
Exactly. It's
all right, Charlie.
So I mean, let's get back to talking about what we're talking about. Shazam looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Shazam. So am I joining Shazam? I'm going to start with this, the good doctor. I think I have a tendency to draw better Doctor Strange. But here's what I'm going to do a little different. So are you guys going to see me do something cool or not? I don't know if it's cool. I'm going to say it's a little clever. I'm going to call it clever if that's okay with you. Cam says Coyote is totally racist, and I totally agree with that. I'm going to draw a little smaller. So I'm going to boost up the size of my brush because I want to draw at this size. If you see on my monitor, this is if you have a big monitor, this won't seem that small, but on my 13-inch Cintiq, it's really tiny, right? So what I'm about to do is Jose Alicia, don't you dare say that. And the next time you call Shazam crap, you're gonna have to put that in a super chat. You hear what I'm
Whoa,
saying?
whoa, whoa! Relax, relax,
I don't
relax.
like it, man. I don't like it.
See,
Okay, so
see, everyone has feelings,
I have feelings.
except for me.
Feeling. Nothing more than feelings.
Let's see what we got here in the chat as you get your Doctor Strange warm up. Here we go. Jose says, so with the way the show started, I take it Elliot will be drawing racist stereotypical characters tonight. You never know. Rodwell says Mexicans grew up with Chapulin, Colorado, and
Chapulín Colorado, man. Come on, and Cantinflas.
What'd you call it?
Cantinflas.
Oh, Cantinflas. I don't think Speedy G is going to get them triggered. And you're right. You're 100% right.
That's so true, man.
Yeah. And Jose said, no, I like Shazam, but the movie is going to be crap. Well, I mean, let's not judge. We're not here. This is a judge-free zone.
Look, judge not lest you find yourself in the glass house on Thursday. This is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's going to be better than most of the other things they put out so far at DC. And it's going to be better than Captain Marvel.
I'll tell you, Captain Marvel is Shazam. Ooh.
What? It just blew my mind.
DC's 2 for 2 in their last two, so I can't. Oh no, they're not. Wait, what came out first? Wonder Woman or Justice League? I'm confused now.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it was Wonder Woman. It was Wonder Woman. Yeah. Justice League was afterwards. So now they're 1 for 2 in their last 3. I mean 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
I'm doing this a little back-assward. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try this. So I'm gonna click on my animator pencil, animator pencil, some nonsense or other. But then I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in. So here's what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm gonna do something that I actually scanned these. I'll be producing my sketchbook by this week. I have all the stuff scanned. I meant to scan them last weekend and get it produced. I did it today or yesterday, last night. I talked about it earlier today. And one of the things that I did scan for you guys, I'm not sure all of you will appreciate it. For those of you who go to my Patreon, I'm going to be eliminating the $3 tier. Okay, the $3 tier is going to go away, and if you subscribe to my Patreon, I understand that some of you guys are very upset about Patreon and don't like the Patreons, and you know what though? That affects me in different ways. So you do what you got to do, and I'll do what I got to do. So those people who do still enjoy Patreon will be happy to hook up their boy Jerkmonger. But anyway, the $5 tier, because I'm taking your advice, by the way, for that. Good man, you're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go ahead and just that's the tier I give out. A free, well, not free, obviously you're in that tier, but you're going to get a digital sketchbook. PDF sketchbook is going to have a bunch of art, and it's going to have some cool stuff. This time, because I've been off my schedule for as long as I have, it's going to be a gigantic book. We're talking, see, this is not going to work here. I got to fix something here. Hold on. It's going to be a gigantic book. I'm calling it the 80-page giant of sketchbooks.
Oh, clever.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's not as refined as when I produce a book. Like my black and red book was nice and tight, and I did a lot of contrast and shifting around. But what I'm giving you is the raw stuff that I use to create my stuff, and you guys will get that. And it's going to be a little lower res. I'm not trying to sabotage my book sales, but down the road. But at least you're going to get stuff that you see me produce here from time to time, and it'll get there, and you guys are going to be super pumped and excited because let's just face it, we are the world. I'm the man. And that's how I see it.
What is this Google screen that keeps popping up? People are seeing in your YouTube. It's just a blank screen. It says Google.
Because every time I click off of my I go on to, and I think it's because of, hold on a second. Let me see if I can fix this. I think I've done wrong, friend. I think I've done wrong.
He's fixing it. Let's go back to the chat real quick. Okay, so I take it you guys believe Aquaman was good. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I mean, good is I don't know how your good scale is, Jose, but it was goddamn fun. I mean, I don't know. It's a
That's fun.
movie. When I go to the movies, I want to be entertained. That movie entertained the crap out of me. Like,
That's all it needs to be.
yeah,
That's all it needs to be. God.
next. Gus answered Jose and said, "I saw it. I can barely remember it because I saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse first, and it interested me more." So what Gus is trying to say is when he watches something, his brain only has one room for memory slot, so it can only hold on to one thing at a time. And then his brain goes, "Look, Aquaman's in front of us, but at the moment, we're only thinking about Spider-Man. So we're not going to watch this Aquaman with an open mind."
No,
That's it.
well, I might have that problem. I have a little bit of a bias thing going on with this Captain Marvel thing.
Of course
And
you do. I know. I know. Now, please explain it to the people in 30 seconds or less. Go. 3, 4, 5.
I think here's my problem. My problem isn't with the movie yet because I haven't seen it. My problem is with these trailers and the way they're marketing it, and I have no desire to watch it. She's completely flat and blank as a personality, and then when they give her some more words to say, she sounded like I said this earlier. She sounded like Soundwave from the Transformers. Very monotone. All right, I said what I have
30
to say.
seconds. That's it. 30 seconds are up. Basically, he
Wasn't bad.
doesn't care for Brie Larson. That's what he's trying to say. That's all he's trying to say.
That's probably true.
You know who
what's
would have
funny
been
though?
You know who would have been a good Captain Marvel? But of course, she's too old now. It's probably Charlize Theron when she was younger.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see that movie? Is it Electric Blonde or Neon
I
Blonde or
did. It
something
was
else?
fantastic. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Neon Blonde.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was great, man.
Yeah.
And
No,
here's
she was
another
great.
reason why.
Yeah.
Here's another reason why she's awesome, and she's older too, but she still rocks. And my whole thing is why are we trying to hurt ourselves with this stuff? Why, like in that movie, she was not heterosexual at all, right? She was at least bisexual, right?
Yes.
Or was she completely homosexual? Either
No,
way,
no.
Atomic Blonde.
She
That's it.
slept with a dude. I watched that scene
Did
numerous
she?
times. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you know what
You
I
did
thought
too.
about that?
Mhm,
You know what I thought
mhm.
about that? Nothing, because it was done well. Brie Larson, we don't know anything about her, and I can already tell she's there to assault my male sensibilities.
Well,
I don't
that's
get it.
kind of tough too, though, because she is coming into the role playing well, she's playing an alien that crashes on Earth, has been on Earth for a while. She's used to the whole Earth thing. So I don't know. Here's the thing: I don't know how the movie's gonna play out. So you can only hope the elements that we don't see are gonna be fantastic, like
Uh,
the Skrulls and Jude Law. And this, oh, you know what? The movie actually has um, this movie has oh, what do you call it? The origin story of Nick Fury. So take that.
the origin story of Nick Fury, is that
Yeah.
really? Is
So
that what we're all waiting for?
you're gonna see like the young CGI'd version of good old Samuel L.
I don't know, man. I don't know if that means anything to me either. I don't
Seems
think
like
I. I don't think
nothing means
I don't
anything to you.
because it doesn't mean anything. It's not important.
Oh,
When was that important? When
remember.
did I have to go back? I need to see the origin of what's his name, Sam Jackson. I just
Well,
got to see it.
do you know how Nick lost his eye?
It doesn't matter, man. I leave it to the mystery.
Oh, it's
It's
a
mystery.
crazy story. Crazy story. So anyway, Nick's at this
Okay.
bar. Okay. And anyway, let's go back to the chat. It says here, uh, Gus writes,
Here we go.
"No, it's because I'm an animation nerd." Well, yeah, I get it. I love Spider-Man. I loved it, but I can't compare it to Aquaman whatsoever. But I loved it.
Would you say it was apples to oranges?
Yeah, it's a good. There you go. I mean, here's the crazy thing about Aquaman. We know Spider-Man was great. Animation, especially for comic nerds, we were like, holy crap, this is awesome. But Aquaman also felt like it was a cartoon. That's how
Mm,
crazy that movie was, Like
mm.
like James Wan really went like full comic book on us. He just didn't hold back, which is smart. But we've been through that before. Let's move on. Somebody writes,
Dude,
Captain Marvel trailer felt like Green Lantern.
Oh no, Green Lantern way more
No,
personality than her.
no,
I,
Green,
I
but
don't I don't agree with that.
because I tell you what, the Green Lantern trailer sold the hell out of that movie, and then you
It
saw the
did.
movie and you were like, "What the hell did I just see?"
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I said this a long time ago. I know I've talked about these sort of things before. So, you guys, if you don't like what I'm saying, it's okay. I understand, but I'm gonna say it for those of you who never heard it. So here's my thing. I actually like that movie. I like everything about it, but the villains. I pretty much hate the movie, but I thought he did a good job as Hal Jordan. All the Hal Jordan stuff I thought was cool. I didn't. I thought Oa was okay. You know, I thought his training was interesting. Um,
Actually,
I don't know.
I thought everything that took place on Earth outside of the stupid was it Parallax? Uh,
Right.
everything on Earth was fantastic. I did not like any of the stuff he did in space. Like the training was horrible, like, in the sense of, I mean, it was not good. You didn't get the sense that he actually knew anything, even though he trained for 20 minutes or 10 minutes in the movie.
Right.
Uh,
Right. Right.
the whole Sinestro thing, I thought, first of all, the actor was fantastic that played Sinestro.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but the ending, the whole thing about
And
after
Ralph.
the credits when he turned into, Yellow Boy, um, gave us nothing. I don't know. The movie stunk, but Ryan Reynolds was great in it. That's what I took away from that movie. I really liked Ryan Reynolds in it. I didn't mind the CGI suit. I thought it was kind of cool, but the movie stunk.
Yeah. I mean, I like I said, I still enjoyed it though. You know, you were talking about being entertained. I was entertained by it. It's just there were some critical. Okay, so I'm obviously biased. I mean, and I like Green Lantern, so that's probably part of the reason why I enjoyed it
But do you
further.
think if you watched it today, if you literally said, "Guys, I'm gonna go watch it right now. We'll pick this up tomorrow," you would enjoy it? I don't think so. I think you enjoyed it the first time you saw it, but I don't think you enjoy it
I've seen it
today.
a few times. I've seen it a few
Oh,
times.
oh,
I have
blasphemy!
it on Blu-ray. I have it on Blu-ray.
Let's go
And then
back to the
I have a
chat.
lot of
No, I'm
bad
getting
movies.
sad. I'm getting really
No, but
sad.
let me say this though. Let me say this. Let me say this.
Here
So
we
one of
go.
the things I'm thinking, well, this is one of the things I see is as it relates to that,
Okay.
is I'm not against Brie Larson necessarily. I'm disgusted with the way that people are trying to put me in a position that I'm not. Oh, you're just a man and therefore you're stupid. That I don't appreciate. The other thing I don't appreciate is I feel like you know, she hasn't earned anything yet. They haven't really set her up as something. And someone criticized when first of all, I don't think she needed to smile, right? I don't think she needed to smile.
Oh, are you
Um,
talking about the poster?
well, no, when throughout the whole trailer, when why can't she smile?
Oh,
I think
I saw that. Yeah, yeah.
there was a lot of criticism about that stuff, and I even said it, but here's the thing. And then, by the way, on one of the occasions where that was the critique, someone said, "Well, look at the other trailer. They showed the trailer for Infinity and whatever Endgame. They're like, are any of those guys smiling?" I said, "Well, that's different. We've had like 10 years of seeing what's his name, Robert Downey Jr. act his buttocks off as Tony Stark, and we've seen him all kinds of range. So if on this last movie we're supposed to be like the darkest of all the movies, he doesn't quite smile. I don't hold that against him because I know that just tells me he's in a very particular situation.
Oh yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. But when Brie Larson's not smiling, that's just weird. Okay, but that's not even really that doesn't really bother me, right? Because maybe this movie's tone is that it's really dark and she's gonna have to do something terrible, and maybe it's not a lot of weight to that stuff. But here's what I would have liked to have seen. So, because my argument isn't that she's not smiling, my argument is that she doesn't emote. She has a very blank expression all the time. And someone said, "Well, that's because she's been, brainwashed by the Kree." Listen, I don't buy that either. I don't, because even Jude Law looks like he's acting. When Jude Law shows up on screen, he's like, oh my god, you can see like he's about to get killed or something. Yeah, that's obviously what's going to happen. But I'm like, you know what? At least I got the impression that he's involved in the story. She's still like, I don't care, whatever, So that's really the problem I have. It's that they're trying to make it. They're selling this movie like it's going to be the greatest movie of all time. Did you hear that they're making a theme park for this thing? There's going to be like a whole
Um,
section.
Oh yeah, they are
Disney
actually
Resort?
out here in LA. Yeah, they're doing Disney California is going to have Marvel Land. They're getting rid of
Ridiculous.
the Bugs Life.
Oh wow. There you go.
Yes,
There you
yes,
go.
yes, yes. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's at most it's a 2.5 minute trailer. I I can't say much else. I'm gonna see it, so I can't say.
Yeah. You know what? We'll do a special show, and you can tell me what you thought.
Oh, it was awesome. Was the show
You know, what'd
now
be
or?
cool. We could do. You know, we should do reaction videos. We should do reaction
Oh,
videos. You see it, I see it, and then we come back and I'll create a video and we'll just splice it all. I'll do it over here and
I
we'll
think
load it
I'm
up.
gonna do a reaction video on this video, and then so let's get back. Javier says, "What's up, Elliot? As a Mexican, I'm offended by the lawnmower remark. You should have said leaf blower." I actually thought about that. Um,
This is crazy. Hey,
let's see. Gus said, "No, it's because I'm already been." Gus already read your remarks. You say that twice. You could say things only. Well, I'll give you 2 max repeats. Okay. Jose says Captain Marvel trailer was Green Lantern. Read that part. Cam says first you said all ladies have the spheres, and then you say Captain Marvel isn't totally flat. Make up your mind. Oh, what?
what? Who
I
says
don't know.
that?
Critias
I don't.
says
That is
wrong. Oh, Critias says wrong. The best Captain Marvel would have been Margot Robbie. No, no.
nah.
She's good in her role. I'll tell you what. Keep her as Harley. That's fine.
She's all right.
Um, somebody says Charlie Theron is 43. Like basically Max is saying all good. Like she should have been the role. Yeah, she
She
probably
only
could have worked.
43 though? Is she really only 43?
Yeah, I think she's only she's probably that young. Critias says to kick myself and Max Hammer. Okay, sure. Sure, Critias. I'll kick you. Let's keep going. Zion. How do you say his name again?
I forgot. He said it last time,
I
and I
know.
forgot.
Let's go with Zion.
I think it's
Or
is it Sean or
oh
something like
yeah,
that?
yeah. He just says hello,
Something like that.
Elliot.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Let's go down here. Not smiling for Brie Larson is totally normal for her. Good one. Somebody writes. Oh, Cam writes. I gotta tell you, I've seen plenty enough of Ryan Reynolds. I mean, because he's Deadpool. That's why.
Yeah, yeah. And by the way, I saw Deadpool 2 over the holidays. I
You
fell
saw
asleep.
Did you see the PG-13 one?
I don't know. I saw whatever was on Amazon
Oh,
Prime.
okay. You saw the rated
I
R.
rented it.
Got it.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I rented it and I fell asleep in it.
Oh yeah, how'd that work out?
I didn't like it,
I enjoyed
but I
it.
didn't hate it. I
I
didn't
enjoyed
hate
it.
it. Oh, that's you because you're weird.
Yeah, I know.
You know what though?
Yeah.
Have you
What
heard
is
this? Listen to this. Have you heard the
mm,
rumor that what do you call it? That movie Snowpiercer, which includes Chris Evans, who plays Captain America. So this is all kind of like 7 steps to
yeah,
Captain
I
America.
know. I know already. Yes.
Do you hear about this? That it's actually it possibly could be a sequel to Willy Wonka. Is that what do you think
Yeah,
about that?
that made no sense to me.
Oh come on, man! I saw a great video that showed it. I was like, holy crap! They even play the music. It's even there.
First of all, I didn't like Snowpiercer. Did you?
I never saw it, but the
Mm,
video made me want to see it.
yeah,
I don't know anything about it, but
it's okay. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, let's not go on a tangent about Snowpiercer.
why? Why not?
Just horrible. Look at your screen. Everybody, look at Elliot's. We have no option, but look at Elliot's. Look at the screen. I think the third one is looking pretty nice. The first one kind of looks cool, but he's flying at your screen, so it's not. That doesn't really feel like Mr. Strange to me. The third one though looks like a Strange type of thing.
This one.
I see it. It's coming. It's coming. It's building out. You keep drawing. I'll let you know. When are we gonna get a Hispanic superhero? It's called the Blue Beetle, man. Somebody writes, "Oh, hey man, how are you this fine evening?" He's talking to Cam, so they're having their own little chat in the chat group in their chats. All right.
That's why, and that's why some people start to have they only read the super chats because the other day I was trying to read there was a conversation and a half going on, and I was like, what am I reading? And then I thought they were insulting me. They were insulting somebody else. I said, "Oh, okay, well, that's cool." In my head, outwardly, I was saying, "That's fine. You can think what you want," but inwardly, I was like, "Man, yeah, go to Tarnation." I didn't really say that. I didn't think that, but
I hear you. But Benjamin says, Elliot, did you see my art lessons with Elliot drawings today on Twitter and Instagram? Benjamin Hopwood.
I did not. That sounds cool. What's that about?
Fill us in, Ben. And then Critias chimes in, wait, the Blue Beetle wasn't originally Hispanic. Well, yes, we know this. That's clearly the Blue Beetle died. And then I don't even know the character's name, the Hispanic kid that took over. But, you know, he's Hispanic. I mean,
You know what his name probably was? It's always this. It's always Jaime.
Oh, I think his name is Jaime, actually.
Yes, I think I was just kidding.
I think his name is Jaime. That's right. Hey, you remember Jaime Escalante? He was the teacher in that movie about the kids that the ghetto school, and he teaches them in a math class. It was played by Edward James Olmos. Remember that? Remember that
yeah,
movie?
that was No Retreat, No Surrender, whatever.
I forgot what it was called. So that teacher, that's a true story. That math teacher was actually a teacher at my high school.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Did you get inspired by him?
Well, I wasn't in his class. I was in his class a couple of times because I had to go pick stuff up from his class. But he had his own security.
Security?
Yeah, he had his own security because he was treated with very special kids gloves because he was very, very famous. And he used to teach math in a like a captain's hat, like he was the captain of a ship. And he would always salute you and always go, "Hey, Captain," and it was very odd, but very cool guy. Anyway, so Jaime, I think, is the name of the Blue Beetle character, though. Good catch there.
I think it is.
Somebody writes that it's Reyes. Is that his last name, though?
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Jaime, isn't it Jaime Reyes?
I'm just saying, Jaime is a word that everybody uses all the time.
And then somebody writes, or Critias says, I mean, original Hispanic superhero. I'm pretty sure there's one out there. I mean, that's actually
there is a Puerto Rican.
Okay.
I'm gonna. His name is Vibe from DC Comics.
Oh yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you, what he does is he steals hubcaps. And then what he does. He takes because when he first came out, it was during the big b-boy breakdancing scene, and so of course b-boys always wore flamboyant costumes. So what he did is he wore this flamboyant costume, and he would breakdance to control. He's kind of like what's her name, Dazzler. He can take sound, and focus it into energy or something like that. But then, Batman taught him taught him how to use his power with breakdancing.
Wait, Batman did?
Yeah.
Wait, you telling me Bruce Wayne, when we don't see him as Batman, he's watching Electric Boogaloo and taking notes? Like, what's going on there?
If I could just teach him to control his powers.
If I could teach him what Turbo could do. Look at Turbo dance with that broom.
Oh my gosh.
Alfred, rewind this.
But do we really need a Puerto Rican superhero or Spanish? Is that what we need? Is that the hero we want, or the hero that we deserve?
We probably deserve it.
Do we deserve that? It would be terrible. Because nobody can write that character. Everyone's gonna write it like, oye, mi Dios, why do I talk like part English and part
wait a second.
Espanol?
So do you read comics and then just do the accents that you perceive to be that character?
No, it's because how they write them.
No, I'm just saying, like, do you read Luke Cage like, yeah, man, that's cool, thanks, bro? like I don't like what?
Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. I listen. I'm an actor. Sometimes I do voices because I've done theater. And so you know what? Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that doesn't happen because it's true. if you know if you come from New York City, you might
Mhm.
talk like this. Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Then they come down to Florida, like, yo, what's up, man? Hey, man. Hey, man. That happens in Florida. And then, what's the accent in California? You got it. Come on, tell me. What is it?
I mean, in California is of course going to perceive to be, hey, bro, what's up, man? You know, like that's so
Just
laid
that.
back. You're like lazy, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know, I'm not gonna shy away from that. That's just reality.
That's
You know.
just
However,
oh God. Oh, my audience.
what?
I'm reading the chat. Somebody just says, the movie was called Stand and Deliver. It actually was Stand and Deliver.
Right.
Good call. Good one.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Was
Uh,
it? It
Benjamin
wasn't
said,
over the top.
Elliot. No, Over the Top was a fantastic, stupid movie.
Meet me halfway.
Uh, yep. Elliot
Across the
Fournette.
sky.
Benjamin says, Elliot, I drew along with your video when you were drawing Martian Manhunter and the Hulk. And then I drew Dead Man based on what I learned from you. See, a
Oh,
student.
nice. Why did you read it like that? Why did you read it like that? Why did you read it all like happy and, hey, Elliot, I did this and did this?
Because I try to read it like the guy that hosts Drawn and Quartered. I drew along with the video when that kind of sounds like I'm doing like Chris Hansen. That's what, like, Benjamin walked in and I was like, Benjamin, do you know why you're here? Like, what? Because you drew
Wow.
along with Elliot.
Wow.
So Lou Diamond
That's
Phillips was in that movie. Good call right there, Philip. Philip knows a lot.
Lou Diamond
Philip.
Phillips, what is his nationality? Does he have a different nationality? He plays Indians a lot in movies, American
Good.
Indian.
I think he is Native
American Indians.
American and Mexican.
Okay, because he was also in La Bamba.
I love that movie. Yes, he was Richie Valens.
I never saw it.
Oh, so good. So good and sad. So good and sad.
Was it because you're from California?
You know what's funny? The movie came out. I had no idea who he was. This movie came out, man. That movie must come out like '87. My parents dragged us to the theater, and my dad was like, "This was a great song when it came out." Blah 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 blah. And I just loved it, even though I was like 9 years old. I was like, "This is amazing. This movie, like, this guy's dead." And I was like, "What the hell?" He only made like 10 songs, and his songs were all pretty damn good.
Someone
Anyway,
just said he's Filipino. Critias said he's Filipino. Critias, why are you not in here, man?
oh, is he Filipino? I have to look that up.
That's interesting.
Someone says Bruce is popping and locking all over the Joker as we speak. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He actually Bruce actually had a cameo in that scene in that The Last Dragon when the kid break dances. He kind of locks and pops out of the ropes. Do you remember that? Stupid movie. Stupid. And
Wait, what movie are you talking about?
The Last Dragon.
Oh, The Last Dragon. I was still thinking of
The Last Dragon.
That movie's good too. It's on Netflix. I think it gets it's the last month on Netflix if you want to watch it. So.
Is it only the last month? Why? I thought it just showed up.
Did it just? I don't know. Anyway, somebody chimes in. 90% of our heroes are white. 5% are black, and the other 5 are not even Hispanic.
Who said that?
I mean, Superman. What would you consider him?
Look, man, this is how I see it.
Superman. I want to just ask the chat. I mean, Superman. He's like the most popular, iconic hero of all time. Is he white? How do we?
I'm just saying, man. Look. Here's what I'm saying. I don't care. When I was coming up, it doesn't matter to me. I don't need the industry to bend around me. I was happy with those characters just fine. It wasn't until everyone told me that I was supposed to pay attention that I paid attention. Now I'm like, oh, now it comes up every time. Well, Wakanda forever, you know this. Okay, I guess. Like, I hate that. I hate that. That's what I think about now every time I see these movies. Like, was there enough? Is there any Puerto Ricans there?
Love it. I love it.
Really, you love that?
I love it. Wakanda forever. I walked out of that movie. I was so proud.
I like how you said it. I love it. The Wakanda forever.
Wakanda. Very good. Every time I see my buddy at work, my black buddy, he's like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "Wakanda forever." He just shakes his head no all the time. I'm like, oh, he's like, "Please stop doing that." I'm like, that was the thing, bro. He's like, "How did that turn into like a black thing?" And I'm like, I don't know. Just did.
That's what I've been told. I've been told that if you're not black, you can't say that.
You know what's funny? That's another thing too. That's another thing. Somebody told me that one time. I was like, "Wakanda forever," like as a joke. He's like, "Bro, you can't say that. I can't say a fictional land that doesn't exist." Well, if I ever hear you say Krypton, I'm gonna punch you.
Mm,
So
mm,
there's
mm.
no blacks on Krypton. Anybody else notice that?
All right,
Well,
look. 1, 2,
two.
3, 4,
Um, as for
5.
your strange, I'm gonna go with the third one in the middle up top. I guess he's number 3. Yep. I like 4 though. 4 is that classic strange pose. 6, maybe.
6. This one.
Well, the one is just his head. Yeah. Um, 5,
This one.
5 is fantastic too, though. But
I like 5. I like 5 and 4.
everybody look and vote between 5 and 4. I think those are the go-to ones. Vote on 5 and 4. Let's see how that goes. I'll catch up on the chat for you people. I love the chat, folks. Somebody says, I guess America Chavez isn't good enough for you. I mean, yeah, she's cool.
She's not even Latina.
I thought she was
She's
Puerto
not.
Rican.
No, she's
Are you
not. She's
sure?
an alien.
Oh,
Absolutely.
she is an alien. That's right. She's just portraying a Puerto Rican. That's correct.
Exactly. Come
Correct.
on.
But see, that's the way you do it in comics. You don't give people anything they can feel proud of. You give them a fake. And then when they're like, oh, I'm so happy for the Chavez, you're like, you're happy about an alien? Oh, son of a bitch. So somebody writes, she doesn't count. Don't forget
She doesn't.
Miguel O'Hara and Sunspot. Those are Marvel characters.
Yes.
You know what I like
Was he
about
Spanish though? Or was he Brazilian?
But I think he's Brazilian, but I like how you call them out because everyone's forgot about them.
Yeah, that's
Let's
true. I
see.
forgot.
See, if no one hears from me in chat for a while, I'm busting colors, so I'll be looking for a minute. I'm busy coloring. There you go. You
Huh?
corrected it. Thank you. Basically,
Who's that?
Zion. I'm gonna call him Zion. He said he's coloring right now, so he's busy. He's just kind of watching. I watch too much bullshit, Elliot. That's what Philip says. I have my 15-year-old around me, Leroy. Looks like he can't jump in the chat. Superman is Kryptonian. Yes, you are correct. I agree with Elliot Fernandez. I tell my friends to leave race out of the comic conversation. It irks my freaking soul. I mean, they're made up characters. Who gives a shit? Here we go. We got some votes going on. Woo! 4. Okay, we got 2 4s. Oh, we got 3 4s. We got 4 4s. We got 1 5. We got, it looks like another 4 is the winner. 4 is the winner for sure.
Okay.
4 is the winner. Somebody writes here, Gangland Strange with the gang homie signs homie. It kind of looks like he's throwing up signs number 4. Yeah. Only Kryptonians can say that. You are correct. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Oh, wait. Somebody said 5 if you going crazy with it. Don't know what that means.
What? What does that mean?
I don't know.
What?
So somebody said 5 if you going crazy with it.
Why are you reading it with voices?
Okay, next is and then Critias chimes in. Elliot, what about is Strange has his arm stretched out, his palm open, like he's doing a magical what the hell? Oh, I can't read all of a sudden. Hieroglyph. There you go. Sheesh.
Hieroglyph. What?
He's basically saying, what if he has one hand out and the other hand is doing basically like a magical,
You mean like what I have going on right now? Floating on the side.
Sort of, kind of, but no. Let's just go with number 4. The audience has it. Number 4, everyone. Welcome to the JERKMONGER show.
This is the JERKMONGER show. Dun.
Yeah, that was the beginning. Yeah.
You like that?
Elliot put the arms for 4 on 3. Ooh, he wants to mix and match stuff. Good call, Philip. He likes the angle though. That one's good. That's the winner. That is basically a kind of that's the Doctor Strange pose. So I dig it. So here's the thing: as Elliot draws, people take notes. See, this is his breakdown, his thumbnail, his little. So you see how it is. Not a lot of detail. Just kind of laying it out. And Elliot will go step by step the whole video, telling you how he draws stuff. No, he won't. He won't do that.
Well, no, I probably won't say everything, but I'm I'll be thinking of you.
Yeah, you
I'll
can
be
ask.
thinking of you, thinking of you.
Let me just read the
Though
chat
we're far apart,
real
you're
quick.
in my heart.
Okay, the chat, not one request to sing. Not that I see that, but okay. But looks good. It looks good. So here he goes. He's gonna start tonight's drawing. Drawn and quartered. He's the only participant.
I'm gonna draw and quarter myself here.
Probably still get second place.
I know, it's still true.
Yeah. And if so, everyone in the chat, I'm pretty sure you already have all your notifications on. That's why you've joined us. So you are very, very loyal participants. If anything, please share this right now on your social media and tell people, okay, come join, come watch Elliot Fernandez, the Jerkmonger show, as he draws Doctor Strange, one of your favorite Marvel cast members. What's his name? Brian Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, it should be good. And we're giving out prizes. Prizes. Oh, you just found out? Okay. Giving out prizes, people. So this is how this works. This is how when Elliot's done with this particular drawing, and it is digital, mind you. When he's done with this drawing, for a low price of $1,500, you can have this drawing and the Cintiq it's drawn on. He's gonna send you the actual Cintiq and leave the program open so you can have it at home. So
actually, that would be a little more than that, but yeah. So that's a bad idea.
It's $700 for shipping. All right, there we go. So let's see what we got it.
Welcome to the Jerkmonger Show.
There we go. It is starting up.
Let's do the tighten up. Let's make it mellow, baby.
No mistakes, just happy accidents. So yeah, anybody in the chat has anything to bring up, we'll discuss it. We have no problems with that. This is all inviting.
So what are you working on today?
Oh, I'm still doing that. I scrapped that whole entire thing with jig I was working on. The Sergeant Rock and redid the whole thing. Yeah, it looks much better now.
Let me see. I'm gonna click on it here.
Real quick. So anybody drawing weapons, guns, grenades, as somebody pointed out earlier, those are all references. So just jump on the interwebs, get a picture, and trace it. Pretty much trace it. Because they want identical to what it is. Trace it. He looks a little orange on the screen, but believe me, he's not that bright. I see the gun. The gun has a lot of detail in it because I traced it because that's how I draw guns. Because the guy wants a very specific gun for this commission. So and the Jewish star. I think we talked about this before. He said that Sergeant Rock was a Jew. And it's fine. Hey, he's the guy paying for it. I don't care. So, see the grenades here. Some nice little detail on the grenades. And that's pretty much what I'm working on. And hopefully be done by Sunday so I can collect my Skrilla and move on to the next thing. So there we go. I mean, it's already half paid for. So once I deliver, he pays the rest.
Did you just say Skrilla?
Skrilla. All the different words for money. Here we go. Skrilla.
Like
Scratch. Yep.
Because this is Skrilla.
Skrilla.
Is that what Michael Jackson was singing? In actuality, was he really doing like an avant-garde piece about money being actually?
Good point. How money controls people and turns them into zombies.
Because this is Skrilla.
Good point. No, good point. These are all false, but good point. So yeah, you can switch back to your screen, but that's what I'm working on there, Sergeant Rock. So,
all right.
I like how Philip says no tracing. Well, I mean, when it's digital and you need specific guns, a reference is great, but why not just trace the gun? Like, who gives a turd? I want it to look exactly like the gun. So, let's see.
If you don't, if you're not like that guy, Francisco Matias or whatever.
Oh, I looked all that up. So if people are unaware.
What's your verdict?
Okay, so if you haven't looked up this individual, Francisco, my verdict is this. First of all, yes, he blatantly copied that Punisher and turned into Batman. But damn, his finished work on that Batman was amazing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I don't doubt his talent. I think
It's
he's just
like
doing a lot of. Can you hear me? Hello? 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 Are you there?
are you that
What am I doing here? Are you there?
yeah, you're
Hello?
breaking up a little bit.
I'm breaking up. You're
Yep.
breaking up. Shoot. Tell
Hear
me.
me.
Anyway, I think the guy's clearly talented. I just think he is trying to get a rush job out there. He's taking some shortcuts and he's paying for it now. He may have even
Is he
got.
really paying for it? Come on.
Well, it depends. If he loses a job with DC, I don't know. Maybe he's not. Maybe you're right. But
I
if
mean,
it does
he's
cover him
done.
up,
Yeah, yeah. No, I hear what you're saying, but he's done so many covers for DC. Some great covers too, like phenomenal covers. They're not gonna be like, did you swipe that pose, Punisher? Like, whatever. You know, like who was it that posted that up? I saw the YouTube video of it, and they use like 5 examples of things that he supposedly swiped and just changed them up for his own benefit. And I mean, I don't know, man. That guy is talented though. Like he's great at digital art. He's amazing. And
yeah.
if no one ever like just pointed it out, like, hey, wait, that's that Punisher pose. I don't know. I mean, Greg Land is the master of swiping stuff. Um, Rob Liefeld literally recycles his own art over and over, and he even traces like Sports Illustrated models for covers. I mean, it's
Hey.
who cares? Is it gonna hurt you? What is it gonna do to you? Are you offended by that? I'm like, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I
I
mean,
think
I
if that
guess
was
if
the
you can look
art,
at it,
if that was the artist he stole from, I might be frustrated.
yeah, if you're that individual, I get it, and I also could see it though from a perspective of yourself, where this guy's getting all this really nice cover, you know, art and I guess opportunities, and somebody like yourself putting in hard work and drawing your own stuff from scratch all the time, going, wait a second, I mean, really? Like, there's other people that can do these covers for you and not go these routes, you
And
know.
there's
But
some
then
people
again,
that think.
go ahead.
I was gonna say some people think that drawing digitally is not real art.
Oh, I know. No, believe me, I know. I mean, um, there's a lot of artists out there, really like big name artists that will tell you, "Oh, I don't do digital. That's not like it's not legit." I'm like, "Come on, man. Really?" Like all because technology has advanced to actually help you as an artist in a sense. It's not legit. I mean, I trace stuff, bro. I just said it.
Well, the thing is, if you were drawing traditional, you would be tracing it too. You would have photocopied something, got some good old fashioned tracing paper, or get the graphite paper, and you would have done that thing, and then you would have drawn. And that's how it used to be done. That's how all illustrations done that way. That's done for the general public. Um, but I think I said this yesterday or this morning. I think that maybe I said it yesterday. I think that the difference here is that comics has a it seems like comics has with it not a stigma but a an interesting relationship with the artist community. It's it's very low paying art. It's also low brow art. It's considered low brow. We some of us are champions of comic art and suggesting that it's more than just garbage tier art. It really is not. However, I do understand what is intended in the commentary about that, though. If you see art compared to say painting, our some of the our painters are incredible, and I just put a bunch of lines on the paper. Um, but
No,
it
I know
doesn't
what you're
mean what
saying.
I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But to your point,
It's
then they say that if well, the same craft, the same skill that goes into drawing something on paper goes into this drawing right here. The difference is I can edit it differently. You know, maybe that's not
yeah,
what people
you
want to
could
hear.
do yeah, And you could do so much more on digital. You can. You can do tons of stuff due to all the tools you have at your disposal. So, but just tell people. Somebody writes here, "Hey, Elliot, have you seen Battle Angel Alita trailer? And what are your thoughts?"
I think I have. I think I like it. I think I like it. I think I also said recently that I wasn't a big fan of, I'm a fan of leaving things as animation. That's one of those ones that I actually am curious to consume it that way, because that style of Japanese animation from this time, like the early 90s, that particular style, I forget who the artists are that worked on that. That's not what I dig at all. So nice to see it maybe interpreted in a way that I can finally consume it. Maybe that's the whole point of all this. Maybe that's what everybody wants.
Yeah,
It's a way to consume, a different way to digest the content. All right.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
Somebody else writes, Elliot, why does this look different from your usual style?
I think that was put up when you were showing your Sergeant Rock.
Oh, yeah. That's what Elliot wasn't drawing that. Somebody writes, okay, let's see here. Who copied Punisher? Oh, yeah, it's a whole thing. We don't want to go back. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Somebody writes JERKMONGER live with friends. Friends. I think he's trying to say maybe he's one of your friends.
No, I misspelled it. I spelled it with an E. Yes, instead of an I-E-N-D-S. You got me. You got me.
Yeah. We talked about this before, but Philip is right. Roger Cruz used to swipe Joe Mad's art, but again, that's because Marvel wanted another Joe Madureira at that time to capitalize on that. So
does that make him right? Does that make him right? Are you excusing thievery?
I don't really care. Yeah. Then somebody writes, drawing is real. I think he means like drawing like on paper. I guess. Sean writes, Rob swipes his own stuff. He does. Rob Liefeld will actually take covers that he's done or other art pieces and then redraw them again as different characters. He usually does that when he's drawing covers for like indie books. And you'll look at that and go, wait. Yeah. And you just be like, that looks so familiar. Somebody writes, let's see, we'll save that for when he gets back. There are also some digital artists that say traditional is dead, which is BS. I think most artists still draw traditionally, comic artists. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure most artists still draw traditionally. I think digital, you could definitely get your work done faster and take a lot more shortcuts. That's for sure. And I think the industry likes that. They prefer an artist be able to get done with a whole entire book in 2.5 weeks and so forth than say 3 weeks or close to the deadline. Let's see. Bootsy says comics have always been called lowbrow. It is true. It is true. I mean, because they're still looked as cartoons, funny books. That's true. It's funny though. I had this conversation with somebody before about how amazing certain artists were. Like, let's go way back, right, to like anywhere before the 17th century. Oh, it's amazing stuff. And to be honest, nowadays there's millions of people that can mimic that art. So I don't know. A comic book artist, you could probably take Elliot and have him draw a portrait of someone in a park, and it'll just as good as something from, pick any famous artist that died thousands of years ago.
I'm back.
Oh, somebody says somebody says, yes, Elliot, it's amazing what you can do digitally. Same with my field music. Okay.
What's that? Field music? What's that?
I don't know. Somebody says, how does digital work when it comes to worth? I mean, seeing it on your wall, drawing it on pen versus printing it out feels like you bought it from a store. That is true. Like the one I'm working on. So here's the thing. I do conventions. People will ask for commissions. But what they'll say is, I really like this, like, for instance, this Daredevil print of yours. Can you do me a commission of so-and-so, full color, print it out and send it to me? Because he knows I draw digitally. So he's not caring about pencil art. He wants the same thing he sees in front of him, but his own version of whatever it is he wants. So it's just different. It comes down to the artist and how they do it. So the consumer should know, if you're going to get a commission, you should know if this artist is going to give you a full digital rendition, fully color and everything, or is he going to give you just a pencil art, which still looks badass. But as a consumer, you should know. Also, you should know what you want. So it just comes down to that, because I don't typically sell commissions as prints afterwards. So there's that.
I don't think that I think that's going to evolve sooner than later. The regard for digital versus I think as we move along, I would not be surprised there's a time where paper becomes a little more scarce, or at least we might move to a place where paper is less desirable because of its, political implications. I would not be surprised if that
I think
becomes
it's
more of
just.
a thing.
I think digital becomes more of a thing just because it's in the, let's just comic book industry, for example, because it's faster turnaround.
Mhm.
More shortcuts. People can do things quicker, faster, so on and so forth. I think that's the biggest example or reason why. And of course, at conventions, the number one thing for why everything is digital, you see, is because of quality. That's that's it. So, but yeah, no, digital. I mean, I think nowadays, if you took a survey of every artist, not necessarily just people that work professionally, they probably prefer digital to work in the digital space.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, but somebody writes, Elliot, you got to go back to that style you used on your Batman banner. So, there you go.
Yeah, well, that's a great example of what you just said, actually, Lafayette. The Batman banner style, it's nice and all, but it takes a lot of work. And it's the kind of thing, this goes back to some of the commentary I have overall concerning the comic book culture and the community. And that is that most people, you know, don't want to spend that much money on art. See, from the reason why when I charge for work that I do, I charge for my time, not for the product. For me, it's about what I'm producing, not how it's produced. So if you want something of mine, you're going to pay a little more money for it because my time is valuable. Now, that particular example you give about the Batman art, that time is that art was very time intensive, and I'm having a hard time selling art today, literally today, getting art in people's hands because people pay a lot of money for Christmas presents or they're recovering from the holidays, blah blah blah, and so it's actually not a very cost effective or cost productive style. It's nice. It's nice. It's also more challenging to draw anything in that style because once you commit to a realistic style, pseudo realistic style, like a Ivan Reis or um, Olivier Coipel or what have you, now you're playing in the vicinity of like, okay, this style is going to be, what do you call it? I have to draw everything around it in that same style. It's going to dictate, so that if you're not really good at drawing cars, now you as a storyteller are inhibited from telling stories, which is what you really want to do. You're inhibited from telling stories because you can't draw a fire hydrant perfectly. That's what I love about Doug. Doug's a great example of like you don't have to draw like perfect to tell your story. Now, if I'm being judged on the quality of my art or how nice it looks, then of course that is, it should the consistent. I think consistency is more important. I think that's what we really need is consistency. If I draw this thing like this here, if I draw it, you see him again, does he look the same? That's gonna keep you in the story. Even if at first you're not totally like I was talking about that what's that comic I was reviewing earlier? Martian Manhunter. Some things in there were kind of weird, but because the guy picked a style that was loose enough, I was able to, yeah, I see it was my favorite drawing, but it moves forward. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, for
So,
sure, for sure.
So yeah, that's how I see that. And so, you know, um, it's that sort of thing. It's hard to sell that kind of stuff that way. Elliot charged me $15,000 for an 8 by 11 inch Batman piece. What a ripoff. Chris, 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 why you talk that way, Chris? It's not even cool, Chris. You know, every time I look at you, Chris, I think to myself, that man right there, he's a he's a smart man, but now I just don't think he's that smart because I think that what you just said was not cool. It's cool, Chris. It's cool. I just giggle at myself. How loser am I? How much of a loser am I?
Pretty. I mean, you really want to answer that? Okay. So,
Wow.
somebody
Wow.
writes, speaking of 90s anime, I went and watched Tekken Blade and it looks terrible. That's true. I used to like that. I can't watch it.
I love that.
Somebody writes, digital is better. Let's see. Digital is just faster, which is true. Somebody says we could always do numbered certificates of authenticity on prints. That is true too, but they're all worth the same. Doesn't matter.
I find that people are not spending that kind of money on things like that. They
Yeah.
just
It's true.
buy
Though.
what they want to buy. And
Critias writes blatant lies, but I'm going to read it anyway. Elliot
What?
charged me $15,000 for an 8 by 11 Batman piece. What a ripoff. Here's my thing, Critias. Did you pay that $15,000? Because, man, you got, son.
Lord.
And of course, Sean chimes in. It's easier to create comics digitally than traditionally, which is correct. So I don't know. I think for yourself, I think you should start doing prints because it's cheaper to produce like this one you're doing now. Have somebody color it up real nice, and just hey, we got prints on the website. It's fan art. Got this badass one, and I mean, I always look like this. A print, of course, takes my time, but it costs me roughly 23 cents to print a nice 11 by 17 full bleed poster like quality print. And I sell that at shows for $10 pop. Look at my margin. That's like it's ridiculous. I just made basically $9 and change off every print I sold. Even though it may have taken me a couple hours to draw that. I sold 12 of those today. That's good enough for me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
So that's why I do everything digitally. That's it.
We've been selling our prints even less than that. We are selling my prints. I mean, if you buy them online, they're going to cost you about $10 with shipping if you're in domestic US. Which is a good segue into letting people know about my bigbridgedesigns.com website, which is my store, like the online store, where you can find all kinds of goodies. Some of this stuff will be on there, but in some form or another. I hear you. What do you call it? We sell ours at the shows for $5.
Yeah. No, so what's the way I do it? I basically do it. I do it $10 for the first one. Anything after that, it's $5 a piece. So you kind of hook them with that, where they're like, wait, so the first one's 10, but anything is after is 5? They're like, yeah, okay, then I'll take that one. Like I had one guy this past weekend at the show I did. He bought 7 prints, and it was just anything that was behind me on my wall, he just started pointing stuff out. Give me that one. And I was like, wow, okay. Like I told him the price, and he was hooked. Yeah. So I mean, and another thing you learn at conventions is most people that go to conventions. This is probably people know this. I don't know if they do. They're not necessarily looking for the quality of your art. If there's a character you have that that no one else has, or if you're the first Spider-Man they saw when they walked in, there's a good chance they're gonna buy it. They're not thinking the quality of your art. That's what I tell people too. I said just come with finished pieces. Try to get high quality color on your pieces, and you're bound to sell some stuff because, I mean, I sold what was it? Oh, I sold 6 prints of the Wonder Twins at this convention I was at. And Everybody that bought that print said, "Man, nobody has the Wonder Twins." You know what I mean? I was at an anime convention. Why would anybody have the Wonder Twins? But that's what I'm saying. It's just that's what it is. I had it. They bought it. They didn't ask any questions. No questions asked. I had it. They bought it. You know. Then that's the little thing about conventions. People have to understand. People that aren't comic book people that follow artists and know artists and so on and so forth, they will buy your stuff based on the characters. They love the characters that much. Elliot draws this cool Doctor Strange. Next door is me at a table. I draw a cool Kermit the Frog. People keep buying Kermit the Frog from me because he didn't draw it and he didn't think of it and he doesn't have it. And people don't care about the quality of my Kermit the Frog. They just want Kermit the Frog. So I brought that up because I sold like 12 Kermit the Frogs this past weekend.
Is it it's like a jokey thing or is it just
yeah. You know that meme where he's sipping the tea? You know what I'm talking about? And the caption says, "Mind my own business." It's just that I drew my brother drew it, and that's just what it is. So yep. But so Zion is back, and Durakin is here. He writes, "Remember to make your characters look sexy as hell, so you get a sexy cosplayer that wants to hang around you." Oh, Javier chimes in. When selling, it's all about how you word it. I did a card show with a friend, and we put $1.25 a pack or 4 for $5. People ate up to 4 for $5. And then Durakin chimes in and just says, "Makes plans for sexy characters." Like, he's just correcting what he said. But and Javier, you're right too. It really is about the wording of how you're selling your product. When I tell people, the first one's 10, they have this look like, oh, $10. Okay. But everything else after that's only 5. Oh, okay, I'm sold. So it is, a lot has to do with wording and how you pitch it. And I mean, there's guys at that show that were selling prints for $50 a pop. And they sold a lot of them. It was insane. So,
well, it depends a bit, of course, on the availability. And to what you said, if there's a lot of people selling stuff, it's the same stuff, then what's the point?
Yeah, that's the thing. And you always get that one customer that goes, "Oh man, you have Beetlejuice," and because nobody has it, and you're like, "Oof, nope," because no one's ever asked for that. But then you're thinking to yourself, "Damn, I'm out $10." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, man, Beetlejuice. And then all of a sudden you go home and draw Beetlejuice, and then no one ever buys it again. Because that one person asked for it, But it was crazy. So this anime convention had some like YouTube star there that draws. Heck, he draws on his channel. He has like 45,000 followers or something like that. And he only draws anime stuff. And he was selling prints that were like 3 feet. I think they were like 3 by 2.5 feet, something to that effect. $50 a pop. His prints that he draws on YouTube. And man, he had lines. It was crazy. Just bonkers.
Do you remember his name?
JD Jet. JD Jet. And his YouTube is the JD Jet Show. And the reason I know this, because 3 years ago, JD Jet came to my table when he was a nobody and said, "Man, I like your setup." And he started he was hanging out for like an hour. He's like, "Oh, I like this Spider-Man. Let me buy it. This, that, and this." I was like, "Cool, man. Yeah. And he was like, "Yeah, JD Jet, and I'm just starting out my YouTube channel, and I draw anime." Oh, cool. Then I see him this past weekend, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Because I knew he got really big, and I was like, "Dude," and he was like, "Oh, what's up, man? Yeah." And then he's like, "You follow me?" I was like, "Yeah, it's crazy. You blew up like the Beatles, like it's just nuts, dude." He had the largest crowd, and like anime's a big business. If you could draw anime, you can make big money because they buy it based on characters, especially those people, that crowd, strictly character based. They do not care about your quality art.
So true. So true.
Look at Stephen Strange here. Look at Stephen Strange. I mean, he's doing I take it he is doing a magic spell, or he's dancing. I don't know. Stephen Strange. Let's jump back into the chat. Someone said, "Hey, did you catch it? It's still $1.25 a pack, even for 4." Okay. Somebody said, "That's why you draw Beetlejuice as Batman." I get it. I do get it. Good one. Good one.
Man, I spent so much time in my convention career chasing characters. I refuse to do it. Yeah, there's always a core set, and I go out with that core set, and then I come back. I can't do the print jockey thing.
Yeah. I'm the same as you. Like, I have only one Daredevil print. I'll never draw another Daredevil. I have one Punisher print. You don't ask me to draw them again. I have one Spider-Man print. It never fails. I'll sell 20 or more every convention. So you're not going to get another Spider-Man out of me. Like, I'm working on another Spider-Man that's based on Spider-Verse. That's a whole different Spider-Man. And that's just it. Like, if it's something selling and it sells at a good rate every show, I'm not going to draw another one. That's it. Like, there's no point for people to get another Deadpool out of me. I already have 3 that sell fairly well.
Right.
So, and Zion, I'm gonna call you Zhong Noj. I love me some anime. He said, "I love me some anime. I draw anime and manga." That's what he said.
All right. You got to do the voices from now on, just like that. You got to make just the most absurd voices.
Yeah.
Like, I would have read it. Love me some anime. I draw anime manga.
That's when I draw Beetlejuice as Batman. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna read. Let's go back and let's read somebody else's that we missed. Here we go. No, we've already read all of these. It's crazy. People type some more. Elliot, you sounded like the Hodge twins. Who are the Hodge twins?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, here's a good question here. Have you seen someone selling a print you made?
That's good. Have I seen someone selling prints that I've made? I have. It's very annoying.
When you saw that man, the young lad, did you confront him?
I did not confront him. I didn't. Actually, I did. Somebody's done that, but that's happened to me on Instagram too. People be like, "Oh, hey, this is what's crazy about that." They think they're gonna get my attention, right? So they'll post drawings of stuff. They're basically drawing my stuff, and then they'll say, "What do you think?" And I've been tempted. I may have actually said it on many occasions. Said things like, "Yeah, it looks great when I did it. Should keep trying."
Yeah, right. Yeah. It looks familiar.
Yeah, I'm trying to be coy about it. I try to be a little more. One person said, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "Well, you should at least credit the artist that you borrowed from."
Yeah. Well, Philip chimes in. Philip says, "How do you not know who Keith and Kevin are? The Hodge twins." So that was Elmo. Elmo will read for now on the rest of your thing. Elliot, who's your friend? He's killing it. He keeps making me laugh. Like his crazy commentary.
Is it?
Why is Elmo here? I don't know. Elmo, man, what do you think about Doctor Strange? He can do stuff. Magic happens. That is true, Elmo. Magic does happen. Hey, you want to come back to my place? Your place? What do you mean, my place? You can tickle me all you want. Oh, that is sick. You're sick, Elmo. Come on. You're sick. My friend Oscar lives in a trash can. Oh, now I feel sad.
Oh, Lord.
Man. Somebody says, I haven't seen Sesame Street in ages. Yeah, I love me some Sesame Street. Grover was the best. Really. Yeah, Grover's the best, right? Grover. I mean, he's the best.
Super Grover or regular?
Yeah.
Grover?
Oh, Super Grover's awesome with his freaking knight helmet and. Love me some Super Grover. Super Grover's so awesome. Sometimes I wish I was Super Groover.
Oh man.
Philip chimes in. I'm 30 years old, by the way.
Congratulations.
Stitchy said, well, because he says, he said that if we go back here, he says Philip chimed in saying because he hasn't seen Sesame Street in a long time because he's 30. That's what he's trying to say. So I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, other cartoon character I love. He's still on TV. Is I don't know if you ever. I'm pretty sure you've watched South Park, of course. Who hasn't watched South Park?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah. You know who Towley is?
No.
What? How do you know? Anybody in the chat group know who Towley is?
I don't watch it very much.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Towley is a genetically modified towel that smokes a lot of weed. So it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Just it's hilarious. Somebody, okay, so Stitchy says, would you ever do a 3D model, you prince? He says that's how Stitchy talks at home. He's on his laptop right now. He's like, come here, honey. Look over here. Look at this Elliot guy drawing. He's drawing the Doctor Strange. And his wife's like, look, I don't understand you. I've never understood you for like 20 years, honey. Just do what you want to do. It's fine. Look at here, Doctor Strange, I tell you. He's doing a 3D model of him. So
wow. I've never heard that before.
I know. Oh, look, Stitchy knows what I'm talking about. Stitchy gets it. Oh man, I'm so high right now, man. Oh man, don't forget to bring a towel. That's what Tally sounds like. Every time Tally's like, oh, his worst joke ever on the show. They're trying to ban towels in town because of Tally. And the kids are like, that's not fair. And he's like, oh man, there's a Taliban. And they all look at him. He's like, you get it, man. Taliban. Don't forget to bring a towel.
Oh man.
You want to get high? He always says that too. Oh man, you want to get high? It's so good. When you got to watch the episode. It's hilarious. They're trying to break back into the facility, the genetic facility, the Tally and the boys. And they're like, Tally, don't you know the passcode to get in? Oh, well, give me a second, man. And he starts doing it, and he goes, bum, 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 bum. And they're like, Tally, is that the code? No, man, that's not the code. That's the way to Funky Town. It's so good. It's so good. Love it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Yeah. What is that?
Love it. Thanks for joining us on the JERKMONGER show. Tonight is a show of voices, good times, rock and roll, and Doctor Strange. That's how we're doing it.
Word.
Gus is like Taliban. That went over my head. Like he gets it now though. He gets it. Is Doctor wearing? Is this guy says, is Doctor wearing a tattoo? I understand what you're saying because at first I was like, what's up with his belt, his flowing belt? But I know what that part is. I get it. I get it.
It's the bottom of his long shirt.
It's underneath his belt. His shirt is flowing up. They didn't understand that because that's how he wears it. Yeah, his shirt is. That's a weird thing too. Like he's like whoever gave him his costume. I'm not sure who gave him his costume. They're like, what size do you wear, Steven? I'm pretty much medium. Okay, XL it is. Like he's like, no, I said I was a medium. XL. I know I heard you. Shut up. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, so here we go. I forgot to name of the poop. Oh yeah. Oh my, there's a piece of poop in South Park. He's a Christmas poop. And he loves Christmas. His name is Mr. Hanky.
Oh.
Yeah, he loves Christmas. He just to him, everything's Christmas. Everything's about Christmas. And every time you see Mr. Hanky, he goes, hi-ho! And that's what he does. He's great. I love Mr. Hanky. Mr. Hanky is Mr. Hanky was here right now. He'd be like, hey, Elliot, that's Dr. Strange. Man, that's a good job. Oh. That's
Oh,
what
wow.
he'd say that to you.
You say? That's what
And
you
then
say.
Tally would come in and be like, "Oh man, Elliot, man, that looks good, man. Is that a towel around his neck? I am so high right now." That's what he would say. And then Elmo walks in. Oh, wow, Elliot, I like that, Elliot. And then
Oh,
that's
so awesome.
how the night is going right now. So I apologize.
Wow.
I don't do drugs and I don't drink, but you would think I need to be tested. So everybody that loves South Park knows the character, especially Stitchy here. He knows Timmy. Timmy's hilarious. That was him and Timmy's in a wheelchair. It's fantastic. Oh, that show's so good. Oh, so good. One of the kids is a stand-up comedian. He's horrible at it, but he's so funny at the same time. So anyway, someone says, "Is that Doctor Strange, Elliot? Looks dope."
Hey.
Somebody said, "I watched." Oh, this is. I stopped watching South Park after Mr. Garrison invented the wheel. What? He invented the wheel. One rod went up the user's eep, and one rod in the mouth.
No.
You know what? You're talking. Okay, first of all, Mr. Garrison's gay, and that show can get very over the top. So I understand what you're talking about. So people get easily offended by South Park, but that's the point. They're actually mocking society. That's the idea of South Park. They're constantly mocking society. So,
Well,
uh,
I'm
that's
down
just
with that.
yeah. They mock everything. They make fun of and they're up on current events all the time. I mean, if something breaks in the news on Monday, Wednesday's episode is about that. That's because everything's done through computers. They can just crank it out. You know. I mean, they've made fun of Trump so much. It's hilarious. This is hilarious. But then again, Trump kind of, he's a joke on his own when it comes to saying stuff. That's just
He invites it.
preposterous. Oh, that guy's entertainment. I'm just gonna.
I'm about to.
What somebody writes, I'm just going to be introverted for the rest of the stream. No, everybody can chime in. I want everyone to chime in. It's the fun part. I mean, I will read your chat in different voices just to have a good time.
Good time. Good time. Good time.
Somebody wrote, I thought Mr. Garrison became a she. He did for about 2 seasons. Mr. Garrison, he did become basically he had a procedure, and he did.
Oh, that's good. That's good times. All right, I'm going to switch my camera over to my drawing table so I can start inking this guy. You guys are seeing the whole process. It's going to be good times. Good times. Beep, 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 beep. These are the good times. Okay, hold on a second. How shall I do this? How shall I do this? I go to here. I'm going to here. I'm going to evening there.
Durakin writes, I'm switching back and forth between this stream and Mike Miller's. I can tell you this right now. Mark Miller's stream is not going to be as fun. Okay? It's not.
Probably not.
Okay? He's just not even close. Just. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'll be right back. Elliot,
all right.
Do some voices.
Got it. So I am moving over. Okay, I got the wrong camera right now. I'm going to switch my camera, like camera. There we go. There we go. Now I might sound like a little farther. That's because I'm over at my drawing table, which is just a couple of feet away. But when I'm working at this point, it's going to be weird. So, but I have my printout. I printed out the Doctor Strange on a piece of Bristol board, 9x12. I'm going to move this Vlad illustration somewhere else. And I got my little trays ready to go. I went to Home Depot and I bought these trays. I'm going to actually change my microphone so I don't sound like I'm in a different universe here. His medallion is covered up so you can't see it. So he wears it closer to the neck. in the comics at least. Let me just make sure that they call me D Nice. Let me see here. Let me just get my camera ready to go. Bobo. Oh no. All right. So what I'm trying to do her. Okay, that should work. That should work better. Let's leave it like that. And let's see. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and oh, I meant to change my microphone. Just put them in your mouth and something else there here. See, you guys are trying to trick me into saying stuff I shouldn't be saying. How dare you? How dare you? I said good day. I said good day. Oh, I'm already speaking to them. Oh, okay, we're good. Okay. So I've shifted over to my drawing table, as you guys can see, and I have a different setup. I have my table set to stand, meaning my drawing surface is higher than normal. It's almost to the bottom, or but just around my abdomen. That's about as tall as it is. But that's so I can stand and work from time to time, because it's important to take care of yourselves when you're sitting at home or sitting in a chair all day. You don't want to be sitting in the chair all day. So the purpose of this is to give yourself a little bit of variety in how you handle your stuff. What's this, homie home? What's that? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? All right, bringing up my tools. So the cool thing about this is there's nothing to erase. Bad thing about this is nothing to erase. There's not a lot of editing once it's past the computer stage, but in a way that's fine. Here, I'm gonna do something else here. I gotta grab another pen that I have in the other pouch. This is just to do the lines. I use it is a, what is this called? It's this Kuretake pen here. I think this is the one. Nope, this is a newer one. I'm gonna find the older one because I don't like to beat up new tools. Or I can just use a number 8 pen, micron pen. So I'm gonna go ahead and outline some of it. I need my ruler too. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Get that blood. Yeah, man, get the blood flow. Word. All right. That's my tool of choice. And here's that pen. Here we go. So as you guys know, what I do is I will frequently, to get this right, I'll take my tool, my T-square, and I line it up. Now the problem is I did this in the computer, so when you run it through the printer like I just did, it doesn't come out perfect. It's not exactly right where it belongs, but it's just good enough to work. So this side maybe I'm a little lower and this side a little higher, but it looks like it's pretty even. It's pretty close. It just means the way the paper loads, it just loads a little funky. And I'm going to come in here, do the same thing, coming down from the cape. Like I said, what's great about this is a little more of an ambitious illustration. So I'm able to do all my edits in the machine. Now, if I don't like some of those blue lines sticking outside past my black line art there, I could always take white stuff. Like I have Copic white is a great paint for this kind of stuff. It works really, really well. You just take that and you can clean up your line art that way. All right, just making sure I'm in a good spot. I'm gonna take it to the limit one more time. All right, I'm gonna hang this up here somewhere. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and start inking. Okay, so I'm out for the night. Good night, everyone. Later, Elliot. God bless everyone out here. Love you all. Word, Craig. Word, Craig. Word. All right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I would typically like to soften this up. This is a little heavy as far as the blue is concerned, and it's just competing with my black line art just enough for me to not care for that, but it's all really good. It really is okay. I can overcome that. It's no big deal. As long as my ink is ink, as long as it's black. If it was gray, sometimes I wonder if I'm a little colorblind. Maybe we all are to a degree, but having a little bit of just having a little difficulty seeing the tonal values properly is just frustrating enough. When I used to draw on regular graphite pencil, uh, it was crazy. I would be drawing and I would be inking, and then I'd get to the point where I thought I inked that spot, and then when I erase out all the pencil lines, now it's all. I realized I lost a whole chunk of information because the graphite was so close in value. Um, let's put the carbon paper between your blue lines printer paper. I don't. That defeats the purpose, Jockey. I'm not here. I don't really want to um, draw this thing as many times. I've already drawn the drawing, so now I'm going to just go ahead and ink over this. But you're right. That is an option if you feel like you need to do that. Do it that way. Carbon paper's hard to find though. My art supply store carries it, but I think I ordered mine online. I think it's very seldom people ask for that. And if you don't have carbon paper, another trick you can do is on the back of, let's say you print it out on regular 8.5 by 11, laser printer paper. You could always um, you can always take the back and do like rubbing basically of graphite all over the back. Then you put that on top of your surface and draw there. That's something else I learned in school. It was like ninja stuff. You asked about my T-square, yeah. Keeping the ruler off the surface exactly. All right. Da-da-dun, 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 da. All right, I'm really liking the drawing. Now let's just hope I can come up with a good matching ink to everything here. Let's see. Stitch New York says, hey, I have a question. Is the Hulk a character you are sick of drawing? I'm never sick of drawing the Hulk. It's weird. I've gotten sick of some things, but he's fun. Problem is the Hulk doesn't make very much money, so unless someone commissions me for the Hulk, I don't draw him typically. I'll put all that effort and I can't sell the art. So I try to focus on what I know will sell and not too much energy on things that I like, but don't earn me money based on the time I spend on it. What's the name of the paper boards that pencilers do the rough draft comic pages on? I mean, you could do it on any paper. I do most of my sketching on 9 by 12, but that's expensive. You can just get any paper to do it, or you can just buy some nice. You could get some Hammermill white, the digital paper, really nice for digital printers. Very very nice print paper. A little thin. Can't do a lot of ink or wet media on it at all, but Like from time to time, I'll use some watercolors on something like this. All right, so my name is E Nice. My name is E Nice. How about that? Yeah, I prefer drawing on the Bristol because if I do decide to ink, even if it's a small sketch, I can. I'm always thinking about money. I'm always thinking about how to keep things valuable. Huh, I might have to stop soon. Get a little fatigued. I should stand. See, get the blood flowing. Take it to the limit one more time. So I chose to start inking his head area, which is could be frustrating because there's some interesting other places I want to try to tackle before I get tired of a particular thing. I chose this brush because I like this ink better than the ink in my Pentel pocket brush pen. This is also a Pentel brush pen, but it's not a pocket brush pen. It doesn't really fit in your pocket. Okay. Have you ever tried printing anything on photo paper? Yeah, it's cool. All right. Tell you guys what, I'm going to go ahead and drop out now because I am getting tired. And when I start to get a little sleepy, that's when you know things are going to go bad for the art. I can only move around so much. So I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to throw in some last minute questions. I'll try to answer them where they are. And then we'll call it a night. It's been on for a long time now, going on 111 minutes. So we can stop this. I want to keep my videos around an hour or less if I can. So I'm going to shifting some more. All right, guys, what you got? What you got for me? Am I going to add those fancy symbols around his hand? Yeah, I'm going to do that in red. Do that with the red ink. All right. All right. Have a good night. All right, guys. I appreciate you all so much. When Lafayette comes back, he'll be like, "Oh, snap, it's over," and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I gotta catch some Z's. It's already 11:23. Give me a chance to kind of get some rest. I can start again early in the morning and start selling, selling, selling. Telemundo, Telemundo, boys. Tonight, I will be continuing to do this later tomorrow night instead. Hoy en Telemundo. Good night. All right, people. Thanks so much. Appreciate you guys. Later. Oh, don't forget, check out my description to see my different platforms. Check out my Patreon. I'll be having that 80-page giant sketchbook PDF going to all my $5 backers. Also looking forward to, if you're looking for a commission, you can reach out to Andy Rivera at thelabcomics@gmail.com and put in a request. If you like what you're seeing here, it can always create something nice and special for you. One way or the other, show me some love, guys. I can really use it. And if you got some space on your wall, I'm happy to fill it. Check it out. Check me out on Instagram at Elliot Fernandez _art. Check me out on Twitter at JERKMONGER. Check me out here, right here where you're already at Elliot Fernandez art as well. Guys, you are the best. I appreciate all of you. God bless you all. We'll talk soon. Bye.